Hey guys, welcome back. Happy 4th of July to everybody. I guess by the time this video goes up, 4th of July will be yesterday. I just got back from vacation, and this update just basically been put up not too long ago. So I figure let's jump into this and see what we're gonna have in the upcoming update. So we're gonna be done with the Centaurians update in probably the next today's Wednesday, probably maybe a week or so, and and this update should follow it right up. And usually is right now is in beta, so it's probably gonna be running. We might see this update probably, I'm thinking the following week. So if the Centaurian Hero event ends on Thursday next week, you will have 2 more days to basically spend up your tokens. So that means officially the event, everything will be taken out by Saturday next weekend. And then after that, this event is probably going to go live on Thursday. Usually that's when the developers, at the updates. But I think the patch is already we already have the patch from the last update, and basically the resource pad has been added, so it's technically already in the game. It just needs to be turned on. But anyway, so the first thing we see here is troop revamp. Let me scroll there. There we go. Troops revamp. So troops now can be assigned to individual hero, which is great. Um, Before it doesn't make sense. See, I always thought it doesn't make sense. Like let's just say you have most of us will have a some sort of combination of magical attackers and physical attacker, especially you're free to play. So usually your physical will be more of a defenders, tanks in the front, and usually you will have some sort of magical attackers in the back. And because of that, if whether you pick a magical troops that gives you either magical penetration or magical ability power, basically increase your magical attacks, well then you are not doing anything good for your tankers in the front because they will not benefit anything from it. So with this update here, you can actually assign individuals troops to those heroes. So now you can, for example, you can assign Talos to um Tethros, or to give him extra more health, to basically your tanker up in the front, more extra health, or you can even give them more physical defense, which is great. Um, and it makes sense this way because it doesn't make sense for, like, let's just assign your uh, give physical defense to your magical attackers in the back. They don't need that. So I like that change for sure. Um, let's see what else. And especially maybe even Raptors or Budo troops. You want to use them along with Budo heroes or Raptor heroes, but sometimes I separate them, and that means they don't get the benefit from them, the extra bonus from the troops. So that really works out nice. I like that change for sure. And then it says troops now have their own passive abilities. Most of the new troops abilities are derived from the original stat bonus, but some troop ability are also unique. Troop abilities levels are determined by the star rating. So basically, 5 stars the max. Once you evolve your troops to 5 star, they get the maximal amount of abilities. So most troops now, they have their own abilities. Um, but I guess this is adding. I'm assuming most of new troop abilities are derived from the original stat bonus, but some troop abilities are also unique. What the heck? That I think this is like translated a little bit weird, but as far as I know, they have their own abilities already. Whether they increase physical damage or add basically critical percentage, for example, like Budo's troops to the hero. Um, so I assume maybe they add another some sort of abilities. Troops now have their own. It says new troop abilities are derived from their original stats bonus, but Some troop abilities are also unique. So I guess it's more. I guess troops are more. They're beginning to add more of those unique abilities. For example, Raptors, where they give if you use Raptor heroes, you will get all the Raptor hero will get 10% boost in their attack speed. So I guess all the troops now will the troops that basically don't have that little bonus will get the extra bonus. It could be either extra magical abilities, extra magical penetration, or some sort. And that's what it seems like. They're adding a third abilities at the where it's only applied to certain heroes that you use with. That's what I'm assuming. But then again, it says troop abilities levels are determined by the star rating. Well, I guess that how high it is. Okay, so yeah, so maybe that's what it is. And then the next point we have each existing troop will be converted into new types of troops, a melee version and a range version. So they can either shoot arrows or they can jump in front and stab you to death. So, and they give you an example, max star level. You max it out, 5 star basically. They will be converted to max star soldiers melee version and warlock range version. Okay, I'm not sure what difference would that make. Would they give you a better attacking strength or not? I mean, I don't really see the difference between melee version and range versions. I mean, troops, after all, I mean, if the hero died, troops die with them. So I'm not sure what that exactly would benefit for us. We have to see about that one. Please note that troops will be excluded from the tournament. Okay, that's fine. I don't really do tournament anyway. And probably a lot of people don't because they don't really pay out that well. And room binding, this is new right here. Now you can basically significantly enhance your hero stats if you bind the rune directly to your particular hero. That means yes, they will gain a big stats, but nobody else can use it. Um, so will not be available to others. So I assuming you cannot put them in the guardian system. So that's that, which is that could be bad because sometimes your teammate needs your help and you binds it and makes you strong, but then this kind of ruined your whole alliance thing, in my opinion. Now you're gonna probably gonna be start expecting weaker hero in the alliance guardian because most people who are serious probably gonna bind their runes and once that's done, they can no longer put in the guardians in the guardians for you. So that might not help out with the alliance system for sure. And of course, you can always undo it, but it's gonna come at a cost. So, and this cost, I'm assuming gold, and I bet that you is probably gonna be pretty dang expensive. So it doesn't cost you anything to bind, but unbind it will cost you probably a fortune. And then we have a multi-race system now. You can do up to 100 times simultaneously instead of doing one by one. So I'm assuming this is the this probably applies to normal mode. I don't think it applies to elite or hell mode. In my opinion, it should apply straight across the board because it's just kind of pain in the butt to sit there and use your token and wait. I mean, if I believe you can beat that level, particular dungeon 3 stars, you should be able to raid them without having to sit through the whole process and wait for it to be done. So, but it seems like this one you can only you probably this will most likely apply to the normal one where you hit you spam the little button next to the attack basically button, and it will cost you 4 food and 1 raid token. So you can do this. I guess once you tap it, they will ask you how many times you want to do it. You can select 100. You have 100 tokens, and you'll be done. That's an insane amount though. Um, which is fine, but I mean, how much food do you actually have? I mean, nobody's gonna have 100 food. I mean, you have to have 4. If it costs 4 per raid, I mean, you have to have 400 food sitting around for this to happen. That's quite a little bit, in my opinion. But anyway, that function is can be useful. I didn't really have any problem tapping it anyway. I only do the normal rate 5 times a day, just complete the quest. So I won't have any problem with this one, whether we get it or not. The next one is called campaign changes. So campaign victory star no longer affect player experience. So you no longer so the current system now is that you beat the dungeons, you earn stars in there. You can earn up to 3 stars, and when you get the certain amount of stars, you level up. But now then that no longer applies. So the victory stars, uh, you can use them now to purchase hero outfits, which is fine. I love that aspect because I love the hero outfit, the new outfits. They're very expensive. You use them to buy them. Right now, it's ridiculous. You guys never check it out. Check out the hero outfits. They look great, but man, they are very expensive. But I definitely I like that for sure. And then campaign progression has changed and become more linear. Okay, so basically, this point just tell you what levels, what chapter, and what difficulties you have to beat in order to unlock certain campaign, elite, Helmo in this case, and also that's okay. I guess that's just a low adjustment. That won't apply to most of us that already played this game for a while. But for the new players, that might affect them a bit. But I can't see that being anything too traumatic. Um, Campaign difficulties have been adjusted accordingly. I don't know how they will adjust it accordingly. What that means, like they're gonna make it harder, or is it based on the power system? If it's a power system, I will shoot myself in the head because I'm so used to putting on attack, auto, be done with it, especially in hell mode or even elite mode. But if they base it now like how based on your power, you actually have to actually try to beat them, and that's gonna blow my mind because I don't got time for that. Um, so but hopefully it's not too bad of an adjustment. Campaign map scenes will look slightly different between normal. Okay, okay, yeah, we can skip that part. That's fine. Next part is Realm of Legends. Now this is getting a big change in here. Of course, Empire Strike, whatever the last one, the Empire thing is still sitting around. There's no words on that when that will be done. We asked the developers, and they said that it's gonna be sitting like that for a long time before they do anything to that. But currently, what they're doing is they're changing up the 3 realms that we currently have. So all realms now rewards gems by completing any stages. That's great. I love gems, but you don't be expecting much. You're getting probably 5, 6. I can probably see is around there, maybe 10, 15 at the most. um, each day, one of the realms will double the reward, which is nice. I like double the reward amount of gems and a free try. So everything is gonna kept the way it is. You get one free try per realm per day, and then they can instead of getting resources, you're just gonna get gems now. Um, and then it says this will also occur on all realms on Sunday. So I believe that what they're trying to say is on every Sunday, all the reward that you get in gems are double. That's what I think they're saying. I could be wrong, but that's what it sounds like. Okay, so we have Dwellers Vault. No longer drop runes. Instead, they drop more goals. Okay, fine, I can use gold. I can live with that. But then, runes are very hard to get in this game still, and that by taking that away, that will decrease our chance of getting runes. So that will make it a little more difficult to get a particular rune that we need. Currently, you look closely, each realms drop certain type of runes. So which would make it easier for you because then you can, at least narrow somewhat to a particular realm you need to focus on to hope that you get the particular runes that you need. But with that being gone, I'm kind of worried a little bit. Now, the uh, the the vanishing sorcerer and Talos basically no longer drop resources. Wah, 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 wah. They used to drop mana, I believe, but so no, they no longer drop mana, which is fine. Um, we have improved description on indicating which type room may drop. Garden owners will get gold proportionally in these REM and at the no cost to borrow. So it used to cost you 10% of your resource, um, whatever you earn, and to the owner that used the Guardian now it's free. So you don't lose anything, and the owner, of course, will get a certain amount of gold along with it. So which is great, and that's a plus. But it looks like the sorcerer and the talos are the only two realms now that drops runes. So that means it's gonna decrease our chance of getting the rune that we want because they're taking away the runes from the dwellers and put them in the sorcerer and talos. That's kind of sad. And then at the bottom, they will tell you, when you can unlock them, which is fine. Oh, and by the way, I think this is I guess because the sorcerer is not, so it's easy for everybody to beat now. Now that we know that all we have to use is stun, so now the sorcerer now boss is no longer you can no longer stun them. They are immune to stun, and on top of that, they gain magical penetration after each teleport. The sorcerer is doing a crap load damage now. Without the ability to stun her, she will kick out butt pretty quick. And now they're adding on top of magical penetration on top of that. We are we're gonna have to basically sit back and figure out a new strategy to beat the sorcerer again because you can no longer use the same group because the group I have before in the past is not a strong group. It's a weak group, but they can stun, and that's what makes them health useful against her. So now out the window and sit back and we figure everything out. And then Talos boss now gain physical penetration after each healing phase. He does hit pretty hard already after every time the one of the Tau get destroyed. So now they're gonna make it even harder. So he's gonna punch our hero in the face a lot harder this time around. So that will be a little bit interesting to see how that goes. It doesn't seem like they change much, but that might make it tougher for most of us to kill. Like I can kill him now every time, but I mean sometimes I get to the last hero against him. So with this addition of physical penetration, I think that's gonna I have to probably work on my hero some more to kind of make things a little bit better. And I'm assuming a lot of people have to go back and figure this out, like me. RAM difficulty will scale faster. So what that means, it just gets harder based on your power and how well you can beat them. And then all current tiers will be rolled back by 5. However, the first try on each tier is still free. So this one is a little confusing. I'm assuming that it's, let's just say you're at level tier 20 now, it's gonna roll back by 5. So we all probably gonna have to start at level 15, tier 15, for those of you who already beat realms at tier 20. There, if you don't know, you start from tier 1, and the maximum tier you can go in realm is tier 20. And most of us already there, and we could farm tier 20 pretty easy, no problem. But looks like because of these changes here, they're gonna roll everybody back by 5 tiers. So we're gonna all be starting out at tier 15 and have to work our way back up to tier 20 again. And I don't know why they said the first try on each tier is still free. I mean they set that way up there, and and it's only free per one per day. So, that's gonna be a little disappointing. And plus, on top of that, they said they the realm difficulty has been scaled a lot quicker, so that's gonna make it really tough for us to trying to beat it now. But I guess that's part of the game. They change things up a little bit and make it more challenging. And then we are back to the last, bugs, fixes, and adjustments. So added a one-time quest to reward a gold key to any alliance member. I have no idea what that even means. I mean, and yes, I know it's a gold key added to an alliance member, a reward to an alliance, any alliance member. Does that mean, is that a quest like once a day that we can do where you can get a free gold key for an alliance for anybody an alliance member? Seems like this quest might be a has something to do with your alliance. and you have to accomplish this as a one-time quest. So it doesn't seem like it's a daily quest. I wish it's a daily quest where you get one free gold key a day. That would be insane. But maybe it's probably one of the in the section like an achievement sections. That's my guess. A one-time quest to reward a gold key to any alliance member. And who decide who? How do they decide who which alliance member gets the gold key? Or is it everybody in the alliance gets the gold key? I don't know. The wording on that's a little off. And then we said added a level player 30 achievement. So if you whoever get level 30 this time, you're gonna get some sort of reward coming out from that. And it's only a one-time thing as well under your achievement section, which I already completed every single one of them in there already. So that will be in the new one. So that's cool. All stages of Trials of Champions now drop mana. So it used to be gold mana, gold mana, gold mana. It alternates, and up within those seven stages per um, seven levels within the stage. So so now we're getting more mana. That's good. Since we're no longer getting mana from the realms, so they make it up by dropping more manas here, which is fine. Um, Arena now unlocks. I don't care about that. Mission now unlocks. Okay. Troops and dungeon dwellers now unlock at player level 30. Okay, huh? Troops? Wow, I did not know that they're gonna make that change. Because before you can use troops as long as you roll them or something from chests or whatever the heck you get them. But yeah, I guess you will no longer run into dungeon dwellers or troops, or you'll be able to use troops until you play level 30. So yeah, get to work. But it's pretty easy to. I wonder how are you gaining more experience now since the victory star no longer applies for your level. Huh. I wonder what are they gonna use to determine what level you are. So that's gonna be interesting. They didn't say anything about it in here. Okay, and the next one, Siege Tower buff your, okay, has been increased from 25, 20 to, okay, sure, sounds great. Anything increase, I'm all for it. Anything decrease, I'll cry. Fix a bug where the rune stat was stacking improperly, okay? um, and then some general UI optimization for better usability. Fix a bug where awakening skin or displayed incorrectly during battle replay. Okay, yeah, those has been reported. I've seen them reported numerous times. But the one thing I really hope they would have fixed, which would be a huge improvement for me, would be the connectivity issues. I get tons of connectivity issues, and I know it's not my phone, it's not my internet. It's just you just keep going through those endless cycle of connectivities, connection problem, over and over, especially in peak hours where a lot of people are online. So it seems like the server is getting maxed out. But anyway, fix a bug where rune stats were stacking improperly. That basically means before the way the rune works is that it's whatever's, let's say you get a 10% uh plus magical penetration on that rune. That's your primary, and then you have other four other minors stat bonus there as well. And so before some time these 10% magical attacks doesn't get added to your runes. What happened is that percentage multiplies by your base stat. Your base stat. That's how it's supposed to work. Multiply by your base stat, and it'll give you whatever that number is. Takes that, add that back to your base stat, and that's the bonus that you're gonna get. So that's how it should work. But I'm assuming this one basically fixing the bugs where that formula I just told you probably didn't work out somehow. To me that sounds like our hero might get low. The runes might get low nerf here. Maybe before they were overstacking. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping maybe because the formula was somehow multiplied wrong and we get a little, basically, hopefully this bug boosts our stat, not decrease our rune stat. That will be a killer. But runes is very important in this game, and that's going to upset a lot of people if actually decrease their stats. But we'll have to see about that. They didn't really say much about it, and other people has asked about it, and they didn't really go much detail. They just basically said that before it wasn't multiplying your base stat from your base stat properly, and now it's gonna do so. So whatever that means. But that is it for this whole patch, guys. They said it's a pretty big patch. They said it's supposed to be one of those things that makes everybody happy. Um, but we have to see about that. There's a lot of things added to here. So, and there doesn't look like there's gonna be any event coming up for any of these this patch. So looks like after this Centaurian hero events, we're probably gonna have a week or two of dryness. I mean, we're gonna have a week to play with this new patch here and mess around trying to beat realms again, and that's kind of it. And check out how the rune system works. But yeah, that's about it. Not much to do. But all I can say is that probably will take a week at the most, and people will figure everything out, and back to boredom. So I'm assuming hopefully after that week, another event comes up back up, whether it's a legendary event or whatever the case may be. But we do need some sort of event to keep people going and make players happy, basically. Anyway, guys, that is it for this video. I know it's a one long heck one because this is a pretty big patch, so I'm gonna make sure I go over it. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Take good care and have a wonderful day.